改めまして皆様こんばんは。
Good evening. Thank you for your participation in the opening ceremony of the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival. I will be acting as the MC. My name is Natsumi Uga. I'd like to request your best regards. The Tokyo International Film Festival relocated to the Hibiya Ginza Yurakucho area last year, and the red carpet was held for the first time in Hibiya. This year's theme is Leaping Forward. Films that people throughout the world will want to watch. Films that no one has ever seen before. From major studio films to art films, the 10-day festival will show a colorful lineup of films you can only see here in Tokyo. This year, the venues have been expanded so that the films can be enjoyed on larger screens, and the scale is larger at 169 films instead of the 126 we had last year. Although COVID-19 had prevented many persons from abroad to attend, we have resumed full-fledged invitations for overseas guests so that we can interact with the people from the world cinema industry. The theme of Leaping Forward will allow us to have a more exciting, deeper, and more enjoyable film festival. We hope that you will look forward to the Tokyo International Film Festival of the post-COVID-19 era. Now, to commemorate the opening of the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival, we have a message from the Prime Minister of Japan, Fumio Kishida. Please watch the screen.
内閣総理大臣の岸田文雄です。映画の発展に貢献されてきた皆様のご尽力により、第35回東京国際映画祭が開催されますことを心よりお祝い申し上げます。新型コロナウイルス感染症は映画界にもさまざまな影響を与えました。コロナによりさまざまな困難や不安に直面した方々の心に希望や喜び、感動を取り戻す。映画にはその力があります。今回の映画祭のテーマである飛躍にはこうした思いも込められているのではないでしょうか。政府は感染対策と社会経済活動の両立に向け、ウィズコロナの新たな段階への移行を進めています。人々が再び映画を安心して楽しめる。こうした環境を作るため、政府としても全力を尽くしていきます。今年の東京国際映画祭のコンペティション部門には、世界107の国地域から約1700本にも及ぶ応募があり、その中から厳選された15本が上映されると聞いています。またアジアの若手監督を中心とした映画を取り上げるアジアの未来部門は今年で記念すべき10年目を迎えられたと聞きました。今年は濱口竜介監督のドライブ・マイ・カーが米国アカデミー賞国際長編映画賞を受賞するという嬉しいニュースもありました。アジア初、世界へ、未来へというアジアの未来部門の合言葉の通り、アジアの映画界はさらなる飛躍の時を迎えています。映画はその時々の世界情勢を、そして未来への希望を映し出す鏡です。ご来場される皆様が国際色豊かな粒揃いの映画の数々を通じて世界の、アジアの、そして日本の今と未来を感じる。ここ東京でこうした豊かな経験を楽しんでいただけることを改めて誇りに思います。 今年の映画祭は初の会場となる東京宝塚劇場で行うほか、開催エリアとして新たに丸の内が加わり、上映会場が拡充されます。また昨年に引き続き会場となる日比谷、有楽町、銀座エリアでは野外会場が設置され、街中が映画祭の装飾で彩られると伺っています。今年の映画祭を経て、東京が世界中の素晴らしい映画作品と人々をつなぐ場としてさらに飛躍することを期待しています。最後になりましたが、今年の東京国際映画祭の成功、ご来場の皆様が素晴らしい作品に出会われること、そして世界と我が国の映画界のますますの発展を祈念いたしまして、私のご挨拶とさせていただきます。
岸田総理。
Thank you very much. That was the Prime Minister Kishida.
ではここで第35回
Now, let's welcome the festival ambassador and the face of the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival. This year's festival ambassador is Ms. Ai Hashimoto. Please come out to the stage.
橋本さん、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Ms. Hashimoto, very nice to meet you. You look fabulous. It's really enchanting. So I would like you to say a few words. First of all, well, I am serving as a festival ambassador of the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival. Very nice to meet you all. All right, Ms. Hashimoto, I'd like to ask you a few questions. So, what did you feel when you walked on the red carpet? This was the first time in Hibiya. Well, this is the first time in 1 year, and last year the red carpet was inside the buildings. So now this year it was outside, outdoor, and I really felt that we are out of the COVID era, and I think that this coming 1 year is going to be very exciting. Yes, finally, it became normal. So what do you think of the attractiveness of Japanese movie? So when it comes to Japanese movie, well, there are varieties of films. So I cannot really say and express it in one word, but Japan is an island country, and we are probably people think that we are closed country, and yet, even though we have a closed society, we have the abundance of the expression and all the emotion that we want to express in the movie. And I like Japanese movie because the humidity is very high. When I say humidity is high, even though it is 2D, you can feel the air humidity, you can really feel the energy, and you can also feel the nature's power. And those things are the attractive point of Japanese movie. This year's theme is leaping forward. So what do we need to do to make a great leaping forward of a Japanese movie? Well, in every position, everybody is thinking very seriously about what to do. But personally, to leap forward, I really have to look the world. I have to learn about the world, and that's the first step for me to leap forward. I really have to look around the world, and now after that, look at me, then the position of Japanese movie, then really have to think of how we can go really abroad, going over the country border. Okay, lastly, I would like you to give the message to the audience. Well, the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival is being organized by so many people who had been working for this. I'm so glad that it is successfully opened. And the 111 films, it's almost 30% more than the last year's works. So I hope that you take this opportunity. You can usually watch a movie at home, and everybody can select your own movie. And but for the movie theater, that all the movies are shown at a certain time, and there are some constraints, and you really have to really watch movies and then see movies with these constraints. And then yet, I hope that you will take this opportunity to come and see many movies. Thank you very much. I think she really loves the movie. So that was the festival ambassador of this year's Tokyo Film Festival, Ms. Ai Hashimoto. Thank you very much. The 35th Tokyo International Film Festival starts today and runs for 10 days until November 2nd, 2022. So here is a brief introduction of the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival and its jury members. So first of all, from the Gala section, and also World Focus section, and Nippon Cinema Now section, and Japanese anime section, please watch the screen. Gala section. Popular films in international film festivals in collaboration, and the premiere screenings of the latest films before their release in Japan. Films that are at the talk of the town at this year's International Film Festival around the world. The World Focus, the popular films in international film festivals in collaboration with the Latin Beat Film Festival. We will also screen excellent films from Spain and Latin America and Central America. In collaboration with the Tokyo Film X, 30-year anniversary since his debut film Rebels of the Neon God, Time Indian Tribute will be held. And Japanese Cinema Now, the Japanese films from the past year will be screened, selected from the viewpoint of Japanese film that should be introduced to overseas audience. 2 films of Shinji Aoyama, who passed away this March, will be also screened. And Japanese anime. Theme for this year is Creating the World from Scratch. In the retrospective section, we will feature films that depict the world of Tokyo. In the special effects section, we'll feature Ultra 7, which will celebrate the 55th anniversary of its broadcast. So we are proud to present a wonderful lineup of works depicts Tokyo's artistic and cultural scene. TIFF series. TIFF series is a series of films that have been produced specifically for TV broadcasting and internet distribution and are screened on the prior to their domestic release. Japanese film classics held in conjunction with the special screenings of 4 titles of Kazuhiko Hasegawa and Directors Company, and co-hosted by the National Film Archive of Japan. With the revival of the Akira Kurosawa Award, the masterpiece loved by the world Kurosawa will be vividly revived. The award will be presented to a filmmaker who has made a significant contribution to the world of cinema and also to whom we hope to entrust the future of the film industry. In order to pass on the achievement of Japan's world-class director Akira Kurosawa and Amazon Prime Video take one award, the second year, with the strong support of a leading video service Prime Video. This award focuses on the theme of discovering new talents. The director of the best film will receive a prize of 1 million yen and the opportunity to develop a feature film in Amazon Studio. Amazon Prime Video take one award. Let me introduce the member of judges. The judges, when I call upon your name, please stand up. Jury President, Film Director and Theater Director, Mr. Isao Yukisada. Musician and also Film Director, Mr. Yoshihiro Hanno. Prime Video, the head of the Original Content Production Department, Mr. Takayuki Hayakawa. Thank you very much for coming. And the art director, Ms. Kyoko Hea, and also actor, Ms. Miki Takiuchi, are not here with us.
Next, the Asian future. Please look at the screen. This is the 10th year for the Asian Future section. 30 feature-length films by new Asian directors will be shown for the first time in the world. With the spirit of young cinema, 10 films are all on their world premiere. The Altman Method, a husband's secrets in a story of heroism, an ambitious Israeli film about a married couple. Butterflies live only one day. Beautiful scenery in a lonely island. A person waits for a loved one. Clothes and Carnations, a story of an elderly refugee and prayers for peace in this road movie. The Chord of Life, a story about a musician taking care of a mother suffering from dementia. I, a reaffirmation of life. Person recovering the meaning of life. A light never goes out, a moving drama in the neon lights of Hong Kong about Simon Yam and Sylvia Chang as a couple. Opium, an Indian omnibus film consisting of 5 episodes. A Place of Our Own, a realistic story of discrimination about 2 transgender persons. Sayonara Girls, a story of girls facing graduation in 2 days. Suddenly, a story of a woman suffering from an olfactory disorder told with new sensibility. Wonderful films that give us hope for the future. Please welcome the jury members of Asian Future. And if your name is called, we would like to request for you to stand. And we have a producer from Thailand, Solus Sukumu. A professor at Department of Art Studies, Faculty of Letters, Meiji Gakuin University, and president of Japan Society of Image Arts and Sciences, Ayako Saito. Program manager of the Tokyo Theaters Company Limited, Akihiro Nishizawa. I would like to request for your best regards.
さて、いよいよここからはコンペティション部門のご紹介です。数多くの映画作品の中から
Finally, from here, we would like to introduce competition section to you. 15 films have been selected through a rigorous screening process. These films represent this year's TIFF. Now, please attention to the screen.
コンペティション
Competition.
2022年1月以降に完
Among
成
the
した長
submissions
編
from
映画を
around the
対象
world,
に世界
15
各国
feature
の
films
好きな
completed after January 2022 have been selected through a rigorous selection process. Jury of international filmmakers will select the winners of each award. This year, this is one more Japanese film than last year, and a total of 3 films have been nominated. 1976, The Chill, Under the Pinochet Regime. This film depicts the quiet terror under the dictatorship. Ashko, a unique film with a political message. Tunisian film. The Beast, a psychological thriller that powerfully depicts the friction between a man and an influential local family. By the Window, a slightly funny love story about a man who is too honest yet seeks happiness. Egoist, is love an ego to save oneself? A story about love between an editor and a personal trainer. The Fabulous Ones, a story about the difficulties of living as a transgender person in a comical way. Glorious Ashes, a literary work about 3 women and their relationships with their respective men, set in a village in southern Vietnam. Kaimak, a cultural comedy set in a housing complex in the capital of North Macedonia. Life, a film about a man who loses everything in a failed business and the meaning of life through an extraordinary visual portrayal. Manticore, a love story between a young man working as a game designer and a Polish girl. Mountain Woman, a girl who keeps her lifestyle in spite of people's disapproval, and her salvation is Mount Hatachine, where the goddess of thieves lives. Peacock Lament, an organization that arranges children born from unwanted pregnancies to foreigners. Great talent of Sri Lanka depicts the dark side of society. Tel Aviv, Beirut, a road movie about the journey of 2 women separated from their families. This is What I Remember, a drama about a man who loses his memory and returns to Kyrgyzstan after 20 years and the reaction of his family. World War III, the tragedy of a man who was cast as Hitler, sarcastic film created in an unconventional situation.
期待の高まる作品ラインナップですね。
So all the great films. So now let us introduce the international jury members for competition divisions. Please come up to the stage.
コンペティション部門国際審査委員の
So first of all, Director of Photography, Mr. Katsumi Yanagishima. And an actor, Ms. Shim Yoon-gun. The former director of Institut Français, Marie-Christine de Navacelle. Portuguese director, João Pedro Rodrigues. And the president of jury of the international competition, Director of Theater, Opera, and Film, Ms. Julie Tamer. She has won Tony Award in Lion King and directed Frida and Across the Universe, among many other fabulous works. Now I'd like to have some words from the president of Julie, the international competition, the Julie Taylor.
It's so wonderful to be here. I thank the festival so much for inviting me to become the president of this magnificent jury, who I just met today. And we are representing many countries, which is fantastic, as you are inviting such a wide audience and such a public from around the world this year, which is tremendous. We have Korea, we have Portugal, we have France, and we have Japan and the US. So I wanted to say that this is the most magnificent thing we can do as humans, gather together and share our common stories, and also share stories that take us to places we didn't know we wanted to go, which I think is probably my motto as an artist, to take people to places they didn't know they wanted to go. And as the world has become, not only with COVID, but with war, with divisive behavior, with the fragmenting of the human being right now, the film is the place, is the film festival, and the film itself is the place where we can honor creativity and imagination and the things that keep us together as one. So we are excited to experience the films that have come from all over the world and have the experience of places and people we don't know, and therefore we can have some empathy, which is what we need as human beings, empathy. That is the major, major necessary missing quotient of our lives right now. So again, thank you for having me here and our team.
ありがとうございました。
ここに来るというのは本当に素晴らしいことだと思っています。で、今回TIFF の審査員に選んでいただき本当にどうもありがとうございます。素晴らしい審査員の方々、今日初めて会ったばかりなんですけれども、本当に楽しい思いをしています。現在世界においてたくさんの人たちがこのように一堂に会するということはなかなかできないんですけれども、今回はこの審査員が世界中から招集された。韓国、ポルトガル、フランス、日本、アメリカとあるわけですけれども、こういった世界中の人たちが集まって審査ができること、非常に素晴らしいと思います。なぜならば今人間が皆で集まって、そして共通の物語を語るということが本当に重要だと思っているからです。私自身、アーティストとしていつも重要だと思っているのは、自分が行きたいとは知らなかった場所というものにこういったものを通じて出会うことができるということです。現在世界はコロナや戦争、いろいろな形で人々が分断しています。いろいろな人々の行動といったものも私たちを分断させています。しかしこうやって映画を見る、また映画のフェスティバルにおいて、またもう一度私たちがクリエイティビティであるとか想像力であるとか、皆で一つになれるんだというこの思いをもう一度持つことができるということは非常に重要だと思います。だからこそ世界中の人たちに
よろしくお願いします。
を見てもらって、そして、私がこれまで知らなかった人であるとか場所であるとか、そういったところを知り、そして共感していくということが重要だと思います。今私たちが一番欠けているもの、それは人に対する、場所に対する共感だと思いますので、ぜひその共感をこの、映画祭において得られたらと思います。
はい、ありがとうございました。そして国際審査員の皆さん、本日10日間よろしくお願いします。
Thank you very much, and we would like to request your best regards over the next 10 days. And now, please feel free to descend the stage.
We
have seen the jury of the international competition.
今年は主
This year, in the 9 major sections, we have increased the number of films from last year's 126 to 169 this year. The opening film is Fragments of the Last Will. Let's watch the screen.
私が山本さんに初めて会ったのはスベルドロフスクにある収容所ラーゲリーでした。
これはね、戦後の混乱の中起こった不幸な出来事に過ぎません。ここには意味もなく捕まってる奴らがたくさんいます。だからね、松田さん、生きるのをやめないでください。なんで生き続けなくちゃいけねえんだ。こんなとこで生き続ける以上、俺にはもう何もなくても、それでもそこには絶対希望があるんです。はい。
このままでは命に関わるかもしれません。
こんなところでくたばるわけにはいかない。妻と約束したんですよ。必ず帰るって。
あの人は必ず帰ってきます。約束したんです。山本畑を知りませんか？
ここで諦めたら俺が許さねえからな、山本。
生きてるだけじゃダメなんだ。ただ生きてるだけじゃ山本さんのように生きるんだ。
あなたに会いたい。
ラーゲリより愛を込めて。
Today, we have the featured actor Kazunari Ninomiya and director Takahisa Zeze. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause. We'd like to request your best regards. How do you do? First, let's hear some words from Ninomiya-san. Good evening. My name is Kazunari Ninomiya, and I'm very honored that the Fragments of the Last Will was selected as the open film for the Tokyo International Film Festival. And, we pride ourselves on the fact that this is a suitable film to act as the opening film, so I'd like to request for your support. Thank you. Now, we'd like to request the director Zeze. My name is Zeze. I directed the film. In the opening of the Tokyo International Film Festival, I'm sure that there were many difficult efforts that had to be made, but this year, we have been able to resume the red carpet event, and under these circumstances, I believe that films can show the strength of entertainment. And so, I hope that you enjoy Fragments of the Last Will and will enjoy the Tokyo International Film Festival. Thank you very much. Now, we would like to ask a few questions. Ninomiya-san, how was the red carpet of Hibiya? I was tense. At the end, we walked through the red carpet, and it's quite a major event. I thought that it would be a much more grand spectacle, but it was just the two of us. It was a finale that was not like what I had imagined, but still, the red carpet event has taken place, and there were people who came to see the red carpet and called out to us. And this is something that's happening for the first time in 3 years. I keenly felt this. I was really happy. Director Zeze? Yes, indeed. Under COVID-19, there were restrictions on audiences, and the events were held under restricted circumstances. But although this kind of situation will continue, I hope that film festivals will be able to build up more excitement. And in that sense, I felt that it was a great thing that this happened. Ninomiya-san, as an artist, you are active in television as well as on YouTube, but when you think about cinema, what does that mean for you? Of course, as for the works themselves, as well as the craftsmanship of the performers and the technology of cinematography, entertainment is evolving. And there are many films from different countries, but when I see Japanese films, I keenly feel the wonders of Japanese films, and I think that film is a very interesting entertainment. Even if you see the latest technologies or the latest acting performances, when we see Japanese people making films, there's something nice. It's like one face of Japan, a form of entertainment. Through your current film, what is it that you want to convey, and what do you want people to feel? What would that be? What would that be? What would we want to convey? Well, I really hope that people will feel that Japanese films are nice and great, the performers as well as the film itself. This current film deals with the subject of war and the after effects after the war is over. That's one aspect. But human qualities and human emotions are encapsulated in this film. What would you want to convey? Under harsh circumstances, people do not lose hope. That's what the character wanted to convey. That's it. I hope that you can feel that. No matter how hard things are, many difficult experiences continue, but there is hope ahead, or love that people seek. And I think that the ties between humans is something that Japanese people will feel much empathy for, and I hope as many people as possible will be able to see the film. Director Zeze? What was it? What was the question? Well, what would you want audiences to feel? In Ukraine, there is the war taking place. In that sense, peace was considered to be something obvious, and yet we now have the current circumstances, and so we have to think about how we should live through this. The story of the film is about 77 years ago in Japan. And we're looking back at the past to once again look with new eyes at the present. In that sense, I hope that everybody will think of this not as something that is taking place in a distant country. No, for the audiences here as well as to people throughout the world, please give us a message. First of all, Ninomiya-san, there's going to be many wonderful films from many different countries. It's a festival, so please enjoy yourselves. And our film is not dedicated to enjoyment, so it may sound confusing, but I hope that you'll enjoy yourselves. I hope that you'll be able to take advantage of all the films that you'll be able to see here. Enjoy yourselves, and we hope that you'll be able to enjoy our film as well. Thank you. Thank you. Director Zeze? Yes. Despite COVID-19 and the difficult times of war, Yamamoto, the character played by Ninomiya-san, found hope And there is the miracle of love that awaits him. And the power of entertainment is something that I hope that audiences will be able to feel and also feel hope for the future. If you have the time, I hope that you'll be able to see our film. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, we would like to have a photo session. Please face the cameras in the center. And if you could wave to the cameras, that would be appreciated. Thank you. The photo session is underway now. Are we okay? Thank you very much. We have the featured actor Kazunami Ninomiya and director Takarazuka Revue of the film Fragments of the Last Will.
ありがとうございました。
Now finally, this is going to be the last part of the ceremony, the opening statement of the TIFF. The chairman Hiroyasu Ando of the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival is here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's when you wait for a long time, you always have a peaceful day. Last 2 years, we have suffered from COVID-19 pandemic, had a very difficult time. But finally, now we came back to normal and we can hold the film festival in a normal way. And now at the Tokyo Takarazuka Theater, now we are holding this wonderful opening ceremony. I'm very much touched. And the first time in 3 years, we held red carpet walks outside of the buildings. I was really wary of the weather. Hopefully it won't rain. But I'm so happy that it didn't rain until the end of the red carpet. So this Tokyo International Film Festival's the logo this year is leaping forward. So coming 10 days, we are going to screen lots of different films and also filled with various events. Hope that you will come to see this, and I announce the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival opens. So the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival has opened. Thank you very much, Chairman Ando. This is a film festival held only once in a year. Please take advantage of this great opportunity to see wonderful works. The opening film, Fragments of the Last Will, will be screened at 7:30 p.m. on Toho Cinema Screen 12 and 13. Please bring your tickets for the opening film. Our staff member will guide you to your seat. This concludes the 35th Tokyo International Film Festival opening ceremony. Thank you very much for staying with us until the very end of the ceremony. We also thank you for the people who have been watching online.